This video covers the best time to visit, how to get there, where to stay, top 10 attractions, and pro tips. I used to think San Diego was just another California beach city, but after spending time here, I realized it's one of the easiest places in the state to fall in love with. You'll find beautiful beaches, incredible food, world-class attractions, and a laid-back vibe that's completely different from Los Angeles. In this video, I'm counting down the 10 best things to do in San Diego. And trust me, my favorite experience isn't the one most visitors expect. If you only stick to the obvious attractions, you'll miss some of the best parts of this city. San Diego is great year-round, but I'd recommend visiting in spring or fall. You'll enjoy beautiful weather, fewer crowds, and a more relaxed experience than during the busy summer season. Downtown is easy to explore on foot, but if you want to visit places like La Jolla, Coronado, and the beaches, renting a car is the easiest way to get around. For first-time visitors, downtown or the Gaslamp Quarter is a great base. If you're dreaming of a beach vacation, Pacific Beach or La Jolla are excellent choices. Now, let's start with a place that proves San Diego is much more than just another beach city. If you enjoy discovering the story behind a place, don't skip Old Town. Often called the birthplace of California, this historic neighborhood feels completely different from the modern parts of San Diego. Colorful adobe-style buildings, lively plazas, local shops, and the aroma of fresh Mexican food make it one of the city's most enjoyable places to explore on foot. What I really like is that it doesn't feel like a museum where you're just reading signs. Musicians perform in the streets, historic buildings come to life through demonstrations, and there's always something happening around the next corner. My advice is to arrive around lunchtime. You could spend a couple of hours exploring before sitting down for authentic Mexican food, which, in my opinion, is some of the best you'll find anywhere in California. If you're visiting San Diego for the first time, Old Town is a great way to understand the city's roots before exploring everything else it has to offer. After stepping into San Diego's history on land, let's head to the waterfront for an experience that's unlike anything else in the city. Even if you're not usually interested in military history, the USS Midway Museum surprised me. Walking across the deck of a real aircraft carrier gives you a whole new appreciation for just how massive these ships really are. You'll explore restored aircraft, step inside crew living quarters, and even sit in the cockpit of several historic planes. The best part, though, is hearing stories from the volunteers. Many of them actually served in the military, and their first-hand experiences make the visit feel much more personal than a typical museum. I'd recommend giving yourself at least 3 hours here. There's far more to see than most people expect, and rushing through it would mean missing some of the most interesting exhibits. This is an excellent stop for families, history lovers, aviation enthusiasts, and anyone looking for a uniquely San Diego experience. If you enjoy nature more than crowded tourist attractions, this is one place you shouldn't miss. Torrey Pines State Natural Reserve protects one of the wildest and most scenic stretches of coastline in Southern California. Instead of busy boardwalks or beach crowds, you'll find peaceful hiking trails winding through rugged cliffs with breathtaking views of the Pacific Ocean. What I really like is that you don't have to be an experienced hiker to enjoy it. Several trails are relatively short, and almost all of them reward you with incredible ocean views before you even break a sweat. My recommendation is to visit in the morning when the temperatures are cooler and the trails are quieter. Wear comfortable shoes, bring a bottle of water, and take your time. This isn't a place to rush through. If you're deciding between spending another few hours at the beach or experiencing California's natural coastline, I'd choose Torrey Pines every time. It's one of those places that reminds you there's much more to San Diego than just sand and surf. If you only have time to visit one place that truly captures the heart of San Diego, make it Balboa Park. This isn't just a city park. It's a place where beautiful gardens, Spanish colonial architecture, museums, walking paths, and street performers all come together. Around every corner, there's something new to discover, whether it's a quiet courtyard, a colorful flower garden, or a musician filling the air with live music. What I love most is that you don't need to spend money to enjoy it. Simply wandering through the park is an experience in itself. If you're interested in museums, you could easily spend an entire day here. But if you're short on time, I'd recommend taking a relaxed walk through the gardens, visiting a museum that matches your interests, and grabbing lunch at one of the cafes inside the park. For first-time visitors, Balboa Park offers the perfect mix of culture, history, and California sunshine. Even if you've been to zoos before, don't assume this one will be the same. The San Diego Zoo is consistently ranked among the best in the world, and after visiting, it's easy to understand why. The habitats feel incredibly natural. The park is beautifully landscaped, and you'll see animals from every corner of the globe. One thing that really impressed me is how much space the animals have. It doesn't feel like you're walking through rows of cages. It feels much more like exploring a series of carefully designed environments. Here's one tip that can make your day much easier. Arrive right when the zoo opens. You'll enjoy cooler temperatures, smaller crowds, and you'll often see the animals when they're most active. If you're traveling with kids, this is easily one of San Diego's top attractions. But honestly, I think adults enjoy it just as much. After exploring some of San Diego's biggest attractions, it's time to slow down and experience one of its most beautiful coastal communities. Coronado Island has a completely different feel from downtown San Diego. The streets are quieter, the beaches are wider, and everything seems to move at a more relaxed pace. The historic Hotel del Coronado immediately catches your attention, but don't make the mistake of stopping there. My favorite part is simply walking along Coronado Beach. The sand sparkles in the sunlight thanks to tiny mineral flakes, and the wide shoreline gives you plenty of space to enjoy the ocean without feeling crowded. If you have a car, drive across the Coronado Bridge for incredible views of the San Diego skyline. If not, take the ferry from downtown. It's affordable, scenic, and honestly one of the most enjoyable ways to arrive. For couples, photographers, and anyone looking for a classic Southern California beach experience, Coronado is hard to beat. If you're searching for that one unforgettable San Diego sunset, this is where I'd send you. Sunset Cliffs Natural Park isn't packed with attractions, and that's exactly why it's so special. People come here for one simple reason: to watch nature put on an incredible show. As the waves crash against the rugged cliffs and the sun slowly disappears into the Pacific, it's easy to understand why locals love this place. What surprised me most is how peaceful it feels, especially compared to the city's more popular beaches. My advice is to arrive at least 45 minutes before sunset. You'll have time to find a good viewing spot, enjoy the changing colors of the sky, and simply soak in the atmosphere without feeling rushed. Sometimes the best travel memories aren't made by doing more, they're made by slowing down. For me, Sunset Cliffs is one of those places. And now we're down to the top 3. These next experiences are the ones I recommend to almost everyone visiting San Diego. One gives you the city's most spectacular views. Another is perfect if you want the ultimate beach day. And my number 1 pick is the place that, to me, captures everything people love about San Diego in a single visit. If you're wondering where to find the best view in San Diego, this is my answer. Perched at the tip of Point Loma, Cabrillo National Monument gives you a view that's hard to beat. On a clear day, you can see the downtown skyline, Coronado Island, San Diego Bay, the Pacific Ocean, and even the mountains in the distance. But the scenery is only part of the experience. The monument marks the spot where Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo first landed on the West Coast in 1542, adding an interesting historical layer to your visit. If you have a little extra time, head down to the tide pools during low tide. They're one of San Diego's hidden gems, filled with fascinating marine life that many visitors completely miss. If you ask me, the best time to visit is early in the morning. The light is beautiful, the viewpoints are quieter, and you'll have a much more relaxed experience. For photographers, history lovers, and anyone who enjoys scenic drives, this is an easy recommendation. If your idea of the perfect California vacation includes sandy beaches, ocean breezes, and a classic boardwalk, Mission Beach delivers. Compared to some of San Diego's quieter beaches, Mission Beach feels much more energetic. You'll see people biking along the oceanfront path, playing beach volleyball, surfing, rollerblading, or simply relaxing in the sun. Right next to the beach is Belmont Park, a historic beachfront amusement park that's been entertaining visitors for generations. Even if you don't ride the famous Giant Dipper roller coaster, the lively atmosphere makes it worth a visit. Here's what I'd recommend. Rent a bike and cruise along the boardwalk instead of staying in one spot. It's one of the best ways to experience the coastline and gives you a feel for San Diego's laid-back lifestyle. If you're traveling with family or friends, this is easily one of the most fun places to spend an afternoon. You might remember that I mentioned La Jolla earlier, but if I had to recommend just one place that truly captures the spirit of San Diego, this would be it. The reason is simple. La Jolla isn't just one attraction. It's an experience. You can start your morning watching sea lions basking on the rocks, walk along dramatic coastal cliffs, browse boutique shops and local art galleries, enjoy fresh seafood with an ocean view, kayak through sea caves, or simply relax while watching the waves roll in. What I love most is how effortlessly everything fits together. There's no need to rush from one attraction to the next. The best way to experience La Jolla is to slow down and let the day unfold naturally. If you're short on time, here's my advice. Skip trying to squeeze in too many attractions across the city. Spend a full day here instead. I honestly think you'll leave with a much better feel for what makes San Diego so special. To me, this is Southern California at its best. Beautiful scenery, a relaxed atmosphere, great food, and endless ocean views. It's the kind of place that makes you want to stay just a little longer. And quick heads up, I've added some of my favorite travel essentials in the description that can make your trip a lot easier. Definitely worth a quick look. Start your busiest sightseeing days early. Popular places like the San Diego Zoo, Balboa Park, and La Jolla get noticeably busier by late morning. Plan your trip by area. For example, combine Balboa Park, the San Diego Zoo, and downtown on one day, then save La Jolla, Mission Beach, and Sunset Cliffs for another. You'll spend less time driving and more time exploring. Parking near the beaches fills up quickly, especially on weekends. Arriving before 10 a.m. can save you both time and frustration. Check the tide schedule before visiting Cabrillo's tide pools or kayaking around La Jolla. The experience is much better when conditions are right. If you're visiting during summer, book popular attractions and hotels well in advance. San Diego is one of California's most popular vacation destinations. San Diego has a way of making you slow down and enjoy the moment. Whether you're exploring beautiful coastlines, relaxing on the beach, discovering local history, or watching an unforgettable Pacific sunset, this city offers a side of California that's both exciting and incredibly relaxing. Personally, I think that's what makes San Diego so memorable. It isn't about rushing from one attraction to another. It's about enjoying the journey and finding the experiences that match your travel style. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Eagleye Traveler, and turn on notifications for more travel guides across California and beyond. Now I'd love to hear from you. If you could only choose one place from this list, which would it be? Or if you've already visited San Diego, what's the one experience you'd tell every traveler not to miss? Let us know in the comments below.